Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for some more racing around custom circuits. I can't pronounce this circuit. It's based on an old French track. I call it Linus. That's not the name of the circuit, but that's the name that I have given it. We're racing around this circuit. It's the alternate layout, however. Rather than a very sketchy final chicane, it's just a very fast final corner. You kind of come off the banking. This has got a crazy banked corner for a final turn, which is mighty impressive and rather scary. We have got a selection of sports cars up first. There's some Revolters, there's some Drafters, there's the VTSR and the Komoda, and we're off! It's sort of who blinks first in this? Who will jump the start? Oh, Ninetales has gone. I guess. Oh, no real harm going the wrong way while everyone is in ghost mode at this moment in time. But there we go. We've all got. Hello, Brazen. Revolter's probably not the fastest car here, but it is one of the most fearsome cars in terms of brute force. We'd have to ban it in sumo because it's so strong. Now, we're not going to be intentionally crashing into stuff, of course. However, it is definitely a fearsome car. If there is contact, we've got a big slipstream run on the banking. Oh, we don't have to deal with the fiddly chicane. Oh, there's a few cars getting sideways as well. Hello, Brazen. With the Cadillacs, they can come past. Blakey is here. Oh, Danger Man is to the inside at turn 1. Let's not fight that too hard through there. There'll be plenty of time to try and recover. We will get a great slipstream run on the exit. Danger Man has got slipstreaming off the back of Brazen. We are close. Ooh, but not quite close enough. I mean, we have got all-wheel drive, I think, in this, which does give us a traction boost. Nice catch. Bonus points for Danger Man and Brazen getting the catch on that one. Again, a catch and not really losing too much time either. That is the more impressive thing, is that somehow they didn't really lose all that much time. Now, the Revolter, we definitely have the control. We saw some of the rear-wheel drive cars are a bit squirrely. Also, someone's tried a wall riding technique, and I'm not sure how successful that one was particularly, but someone gave it a go. Yeah, we saw some of the rear-wheel drive cars getting very slidey on the first lap. Oh, I don't have that problem. I have a bit of understeer. My brakes aren't the best in this, but we do have stability, which, you know, can be helpful when you're dealing with, I say that as we then brake sideways on that corner of all corners, but we do have stability on the banked corner at least. I mean, it is, but making banked corners like that is a nightmare in GTA. Level 8 done a fantastic job of making that actually drivable and everything, but oh no, misjudged by a few centimetres the wrong side. God damn it. Sorry, Blakey. Blakey and Gliska got in trouble, and honestly, Blakey got way worse than we did in that one. This thing, when it gets in the slipstream, this thing absolutely rockets after the cars ahead. I mean, there's still plenty of time. This track, slipstream, is pretty powerful around here. Slipstream and catch-up. It's quite a fast circuit. You are flat out for a lot of the lap. They are busy going 3 and 4 wide. Up here, whee! I'm going to go very sideways in my Revolter. That was a little bit unfortunate. We will be bringing Hyper and Amy, and then there's Ewan and some other cars a little further back. There is a purple car having a look. Not going to be close enough to complete that pass. Don't understeer myself into trouble again. That would be good. Right. Here we go. It's getting... Oh, Gliska's car's let go. No. See, I am very grateful for my car choice, because my car doesn't do that. The Revolter is understeering. It does snap on the lower speed corners, but on the banking it is very well behaved. It is very well behaved indeed. So, yeah, the Drafters, I think, are the ones that are snapping on people and catching cars out. We've got a lot of the VTSRs. I think that's the way around all the letters are. I can't remember for sure. We've got a lot of those around. Danger Man's got a Komoda here. And then there's Amy also in the Komoda. I am the only... Not very people actually picked the Revolter in this one. I am the only one currently representing the machine at the front of the pack for now. We'll get past Brazen. We're going to get a big slipstream pull off of the bank. You see, I can cut underneath the car there without fear of having a big spin. Level 8 will go soaring past as 3 Cadillacs go to the front of the pack. We will area the throttle on the exit and not worry if we spin. Oh, don't really spin the wheels. We can get away with it. We've got a bit of understeer trying to go around the outside of Danger Man. Sorry, outside of Ninetales. The nameplate, which is perfectly aligned to be over. There's his car there. It's quite impressive. Raisin's going for. Woo! Oh, that was a less good catch that time. I mean, it was caught. It just wasn't quite as smoothly caught as the first one there, really. Good effort. It was spectacular, I'll give you that. It was 10 out of 10 on the spectacular scale. Just not quite so good on the useful scale right there. Ninetales was having a look. Going to try and have a look to the inside. Not quite able to do it. We'll pass now. I mean, we've got a good chance coming off that banked corner at being in far enough ahead to take a victory. I don't know whether that is how it will transpire, of course. A lot can happen between now and the end of the race. We know that. But, you know, there's a chance we might be in a good position here. We've definitely got the acceleration off that corner. I'm going to be wide here. That's okay. I mean, we'll get off, again, we'll get off the corner well enough. We'll be in the slipstream. We're going to try and make this one awkward. I'm going to make this one awkward. More for, very awkward for Danger Man there. In fact, they drove themselves in too deep into that corner, so I can sneak past the pair of them. Thank you very much. I will make the most of that one. There's just a big line of cars ready and waiting behind. I wonder if I could do that. That would be very sneaky. Sadly, there's enough of them. They've got enough slipstream that they can. Basically, if I have one of the drafters behind... Oh, Lado's turned up with a Revolter. If I have one of the drafters behind me, if I cut down to the inside on the exit, they will try to follow me for a slipstream run to the line, and they will not have the grip! Oh, bloody hell. So yeah, you could essentially cause... Well, not cause, but... I mean, they might end up doing a good enough job to not have that happen, but you could potentially scare or almost force an 8F into a mistake if it's following me, because I can take that line and they can't. However, if there's enough cars lining up behind me, someone's going to have a run elsewhere that will probably be good enough to get past. We were trying to hang back and find a spot, and it's not quite worked. Jesus, this is getting very, very busy with 2 laps to go. There's a lot of... Oh, God. Very early on the brakes. Was not expecting that. Thankfully, no real harm done. We are 3 by 3. This is just asking for trouble, is what this is doing. 3 wide around an entire lap is never good. We go, and there it's happened. Trouble has happened. It's Hyper that got a tag and got involved with that. I don't quite know what transpired to cause that. Not going to go for that one. Didn't have the slipstream run that I wanted. Lado sent it around the outside. Blakey's up onto 2 wheels. Ewan's got to the rear quarter of my car. He's tipped me sideways. We've recovered. We'll get the big slipstream run off of the banked corner here. Is it going to be... Oh, we know we're going to get huge drive down here. Whee! It's close. 1 more lap to go. Team Orange is towards the front. Ninetales sends it the long way round at turn 1. Chris is going to try duck underneath me, and does so successfully. There is not really much gap there. Chris gets a big kick of oversteer. I will say thank you very much for that position. We will try and not career into Blakey. I know that's the one point where my car is really struggling, is under braking there. We just do not have the braking performance to get away with that. I think Chris is going to shoot around the outside, and does get that pass to stick. We will give Blakey some room on the inside. Now my hope is Chris has actually pulled a little bit of a gap, but that's not necessarily what you want, because we're going to hopefully get a very big slipstream run, but someone's going to get a big slipstream run behind us. No, they're not. They've all crashed. Everyone's had a massive accident. The Revolter claims victory. Blakey lost the back end on the bumps, on the banking. I think Lado was up the wall as well. Yeah, the Revolter was probably not the fastest car over the course of a lap there. But I tell you what it did really well was it had, had stability in that banked corner. And that was very helpful indeed. We take victory. Lado gets the other Revolter. Is that the only other one in the Revolter? Do we get both Revolters on the podium? Bumpy might have been, but Bumpy's disconnected, unfortunately. I think the 2 Revolters got on the podium. Ninetales got the VSTR in there as well. Oh, bloody hell. It was a manic first race. Good fun. Good fun. Tell you what, even without that chicane, that circuit is still terrifying with that final corner, just in a completely different way. For our second race, we have got a new car to the game. This is the Broadway. It is kind of a very, very classic American vehicle. not likely to be as fast as our previous race, that is for sure. We will see how it goes. I've actually not driven this car at all. So I saw them around, I saw they were very expensive, and then I didn't bother buying one, basically. It's kind of how a lot of the new cars in GTA go for me. We'll be the outside of turn 1. Not too bad. We will probably, like contact, I mean, it looks like these aren't going to go fast enough that if they make contact they're going to do something weird. But honestly, this is GTA, you're never really sure. So trying to fit 4 wide here is probably not a good idea. Nope, probably not the best. We'll go for the jump route. Woo! Oh, okay, got a little bit twisted in it. In fact, these are so slow that didn't really make much difference. We're actually still able to... we might still be able to... Oh, crap, didn't realise Gliska was going to be there. Uh-oh, 3 wide. Into that's going to be dangerous. Yeah, I should have backed out of that one. Look, oh, it's very slow at moving. I'm so... I was trying to accelerate. It's so very slow. Yeah, okay, that's that one there, absolutely on me. Should have backed out of it on the first lap. Although, at least if you do that on the first lap, it's not too bad. Like, you've got the whole rest of the race to recover from and everything. I thought because the cars are quite slow, we could get away with it, but I didn't quite get it slowed down enough into the chicane to take that really tight line into the second part. So, yeah, whoops. We shall try again. It's a very colourful grid of cars that we are witnessing back here. It's going to be, I think it might be a little bit difficult to make big progress because they're not astonishingly quick. You're going to have to pick and choose your moments for overtakes a little bit more. AB is out wide. No one else has gone for the silly jump line this time around. I'll try and get some slipstream. Here we go. We are gradually getting towards this. We're stuck again side by side into the chicane. It looks like we might be able to get a good run on the exit though. I'll take that. That will do very nicely. Everyone's going to be slipstreaming each other here, so it's going. I mean, it's going to be a crazy slipstream fest down towards turn 1. We are looking up high. If we can get in the draft of his crane up ahead, Ewan's trying to make passes stick. We are also going through the pack here. Brakes aren't great on it. You know, I mean, you've got to remember it is a very old car. Funnily enough, braking performance isn't stunning when you try and slow down into turn 1. I mean, this is basically the entire field for the lead. There's a little gap between Ewan and Mute, but yeah, it's going to very quickly close as Slipstream has its say. Amy is going to be stuck with the jump route. Oh, Chris does well to dodge out of that and make sure everyone lands and can carry on. No slipstream for me this straight. Now it's finally kicked in. It's a little bit too late for that. We will be side by side through the chicane. I mean, I was giving Deja as much space as I could have done on that one. Can we get some slipstream off of Impega, perhaps? That would be good. Hyper's gone for a very curious line down to the bottom, although it does seem to have worked on the most part. I've got no slipstream. Just nothing is happening here. Oh, Bumpy. It looks like Bumpy got a little bit of lag in that spin, but Bumpy and Mute have gone round. And as we head towards the halfway mark of the race, it's about 5 wide for the lead, Impega having a dive. It's mayhem for the lead of the race, basically, but all is fine. All is fine. We are going to have a good run through here. I think if we can stay in the draft of Chris, I'm hoping we can get the acceleration, but it just doesn't quite. Slipstream's just cut out. Not really worked there. It's Liam versus Hyper. Brazen and that Gliska end up out wide. Liam goes for the jump. It's not quite as spectacular in these cars as it was in some others. Can these bump draft? I don't know. Tried. That time around, a lot of us got some big slipstream pulls down that part of the map. Oh, Amy's got tipped sideways in the middle of the pack. Me and Ewan then had to take avoiding action, and Blakey's somehow come out worse. I don't even quite know. Blakey was right behind me. I don't quite know how Blakey has come out worse in that one. But they have. We're going to get a run to the outside here. That's fine. I mean, the pack's spread out a little bit. It's Chris and Impega that are leading the way. Now, they're going to leapfrog each other. We're going to bring an entire angry pack of cars towards their quiet battle for the lead. That's a lot of angry cars behind us. And they are going to catch probably just about in time for the final lap of the race. That's shaping up to be mayhem, pretty much. Because, yeah, the front two will leapfrog, but it's never going to be as effective as us back here because, well, one's always going to be slowed down by catch-up. So, yeah. Also, I love how the weird, like, shadow effect goes on. Makes it occasionally look like it has vents on the boot for reasons. I don't quite know what said reasons are, but yeah, this very strange, like, visual glitch going on. Danger Man is here. Oh, I actually wanted to go fall back into line behind you and there if I could have done. Sadly, I could not quite. Oh, we've got a little bit of slipstream from Chris. That's good news. We've got enough momentum to get clear of Ewan. We can move up to the top of the course, but Ewan is going to fight back. Danger Man is going to give us a huge shove, and that's helpful. These can definitely push. There's a little bit of wheeling going on, but they can absolutely push if need be, and with the amount of vehicles close together, that might be how the race gets decided. We will have to wait and see, though. At the end of the day, the bump draft worked wonders for Danger Man. Pushed me clear, and then Danger Man took the lead into turn 1. Now that works when you are dealing with turn 1. Less works when it's just the race to the line on the final lap of the race. Amy is to the inside. Oh, you don't want to be stuck on the outside. That is quite a tight line through there if you get stuck on it. And Liam is going to take the jump. Someone's going to fall over taking the jump at some point. The whole pack is here. Ewan's going to give us a shove. Brazen is to the inside. Oh, we are going to be... Well, thankfully we are single file, being Brazen. The rest of the pack has made it through just about. There's been some exploring of the outer track limits, but that was always bound to happen. Can we get a good run? We've got a good run. Is it at a good time? Not particularly. It's going to be an Impega to the lead. We've still got a... Right, no, we've got one more lap to go. Hyper gives Impega a push. Ewan is to the lead of the race. Chris is to the inside. Gliska's turned up as well. But they've turned up quite late into this one. We get a bit of a bump. Impega ends up out wide. It's going to be about 3 wide into this next corner. I want to try and follow Impega through here. Now the thing is, this is a good line for that corner, but it's a bad line for the corner that's coming up, because we're going to be stuck out wide, and if they do go 3 wide and someone makes a mistake, you end up being forced onto the grass, onto the jump. No one is. Everything is clear for the moment. Brazen is going. We've got speed, but it's not really enough to get past. We're going to push Brazen to the front of the pack. We're hoping for the bump drafting technique. Push Brazen clear. We're into the chicane. And as we come out the other side, we're up to 3rd, which is not too shabby. We could be in a really good place. If this works, if we can get... So let's just get a slingshot past Brazen. Now, if we can get the slingshot timed right, we could slingshot towards the line. Chris is there. We made contact with Chris, trying to get it. It's going to end up being 4th. Yeah, so we had the run. We had to duck out of the slipstream there. I mean, we're kind of limited by grip, but Chris had the slipstream run to the inside as well. However, we were in the perfect place. But the problem was we were in the perfect place, and Chris was in a very, very good place as well, and we ended up both managing to screw each other over. And Gliska would take victory in that one. We slipped to 4th at the end there. Brazen sneaks onto the podium after the little tangle. It's good fun. They are very, very slow cars. They're what you expect from a very old car. Not got very good brakes, not particularly fast. Oh, kind of cool. They have some fun customization sort of options. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. A fun circuit, though. It is just as sketchy without the chicane as it is with the chicane. Now, the banking is certainly one hell of a feature for this circuit. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you very much to Level 8 for building this wonderful circuit. Shall be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.